Hello everyone, this is Vinay here from Learn Coding with Vinay, and this is video number 14 of our series where we are building movie rating application from scratch using ASP.NET Core MVC 8, Dapper Micro RM, and ChatGPT as our coding assistant. Right. In this video, we are going to look into edit content functionality. So let's dive into it. So I have already created the edit screen and hooked the index page with the edit screen, right? So if we click on, we are on the all content page, we are on all content page. If we click on edit, then it takes us to the edit screen. So we will be building something over here, right? So let me go back to the content page, right? So I have also prepared the prompt. Let me bring it on the screen now. So I hope you can read this. Yeah, and let me enlarge a little bit. Okay, so let me read out for you. What I am doing is, what I have done over here is, now let's work on edit, get, and post method, right? But this time we are planning to take a little different approach. Why? Because let's say user may not want to delete everything every time, right? So considering certain frequent changes that can happen listed below, right, which is here, in my opinion, updating everything every time, even when we are just updating one attribute. If you remember, we had a very detailed screen when we worked on the create content, right? So changing everything every time, even if we are changing only one property, will not be a good idea, right? So I'm requesting ChatGPT to give us something different this time, not just the use the create screen as it is for the edit also, right? So what we are planning over here is that first, as a first change, what we need, change just the poster. Sometimes user just want to change the profile, poster, movie poster, right? Not the entire detail. So we need a separate file control to browse the file, and separate button that will only update the poster column of the content table, right? Because we are not changing anything else over here. Then add delete language. Now we have one to many relationship with, ideally many to many relationship with content and language. So consider, let's say one movie was released in more than one language, right? Hindi, English, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, Punjabi, Bhojpuri, whatever it is, right? But accidentally one of the language was missed, or one language needs to be added, right? Or one language needs to be deleted. So for that, just to delete a language, because it is altogether a separate entity, we have separate table called content language, right? It will be just pressing the delete button or add button, rather than loading everything from the scratch and seeing what has changed, what has not changed, right? So we will have in the detail page, in the edit page, we will be listing languages in a tabular structure, and we will provide the delete and add button over there. That's what I am requesting. So user can delete existing language and can add new also. Update is not required over here. It will be delete the old one and inserting a new one, right? Similar case with the actor and role as well, right? So we'll provide separate drop down for actor and role and add button, and we will also list existing actor and roles into a tabular structure with delete button. Here also we don't need to provide update screen, edit screen, right? The next fourth would be edit content, right? Edit content is, except image, we can change everything, right? So we have lot of attributes in the content that can also be changed. Then we can plan to have separate section for this. I am requesting it to organize UI element in such a way that user can have an idea that they can update individual things also, right? And then again return back to the index page based on the movie name, right? And first, let's just concentrate on displaying data. Let's have an option to cater above requirements, and please provide step by step guidance to implement above. Let's work on, okay, let me remove this, the last one. Oh no, okay. Let's work on edit get method first, displaying data. This may be more of a detailed page, before you start providing the code, can you please share your understanding here, right? So I just want to make sure that chat gpt has understood whatever I have written over here, right? So that's why I have written like that. So let me copy this entire prompt, you know. Let me bring chat gpt over here and let's push this. As the prompt is little longer, it might take time to copy paste. Let's see. Okay, so we have the prompt in. Let's push it and wait for its response. Chat GPT has generated the response. So let's read it out. You know what it is saying. My understanding of requirement. General approach. The edit page will look like a detailed view of the content, but with multiple independent update section. Okay, great. That's what we want. Each section can be updated independently without touching unrelated data. Okay, yeah. A- the edit get method will load all the data for the content in one go, but the UI will present it in section wise. Yeah, that is what we want. Right. So poster update UI shows the content name and current poster image at the top. Beside it have file input and update poster button. Clicking on button will only update the poster in the database and save the new file to the. Okay, this is correct. This should be a small form posting a dedicated action method like update poster. Okay, great. This is what we exactly want. Next one, manage languages UI showing existing languages in a table, each with a delete icon. Provide a text box and add language button to add new. Okay, adding or deleting languages will reload only this section. Full page reload is fine for now. Partial reload later possible. Okay, great. This will use dedicated methods like add language and delete language. Yeah, obviously. Manage cast and role. Okay, UI shows existing role mapping in table, each with a delete icon. Okay, provide two drop downs, which is also fine. Actor and role. Add button to save the new cast role mapping. Okay, same pattern, add cast and delete cast. Exactly. Okay, now edit other contents, content name, type, industry, content. Okay, these save buttons updates only these fields, not poster, not language, not cast. Exactly. Navigation after save, after any update redirect back to edit page for the same content. Okay, after final save redirect to the index page with selected starting character. Yeah, okay, this would be fine. Why this makes sense? Frequent edits won't require a re-uploading poster or editing unrelated fields. Saves DB writes and file. Okay, UI is more intuitive. Okay, first step for the edit get fetch main content details. Okay, language list, cast role mappings. Okay, prepare a view model. Okay, razor view. So all section with existing data. Not have any update logic yet. Just display the data. If this understand matches what you want, my next step would be propose the SPs needed to get the data in one or multiple calls, create the view model for edit, build the edit get repository method. Okay. Do you want me to fetch all data in one stored procedure for the get method or separate SPs for each section? I recommend, yeah, let's let's go for a separate SPs for each section. Let's say what it has to say. Okay, so ChatGPT has generated the response and provided a store procedure first. So let's try to get the store procedure in first. So let me bring SSMS over here and we can begin from here. Let me copy first procedure. Right. Let me just copy paste it over here. Okay, this will take ID and this will be good. Okay, ChatGPT is not following USP convention, but let it be now. because we didn't, I think, notice this earlier also. Ideally it should be USP underscores so that we know it is a stored procedure, right? So let me execute this. Invalid column name. Okay, what is the invalid column name? Content ID. Yeah, okay, it should be ID. Let me, okay, now again there is a content ID. Okay, where c dot id is equal to actually. Okay, so this is good. So let's try to, get one record if it works. Yeah, so it is working. It gave the movie number 1. Right, so this is done. Now let's move to the next purpose here. Next is the get languages. Okay, so let me copy this. Get languages of this particular content. Okay, great. Let me make this ID only. Content ID, language ID. No, we don't have language ID. We will have language name directly. So let's create this. Okay, so let's try to see what do we have for content number 1 in terms of language. Okay, okay, it's not, no, we don't need these at all actually. If then this has to be alter. Okay, it should be language only. Multi-part again. L dot language. Okay, let's say what do we have in content language actually. Okay, so we have content ID and language, language. Okay, so we just have content ID. Okay, language, oh, we don't have it. We have only one table now. Okay, that was the problem. And let's try to run this. Okay, so good. Let me try any random. I don't think we have 100. Let's try any random. One more content. Let's try one more content 10. Okay, so this is coming good. This is coming good. Right, so let's move to the next store procedure. So here we have get cast and roll. Okay, let me say copy. Let me say control V. Content ID. Let make this as ID only. Content ID good, cast ID good, cast name, role ID, role name, and we will probably need image also, cast image. So let me say c dot image. Let me see what do we have in the cast. So we have cast name and image. Okay, so we will need image. We will need image. Okay, great. And we have content cast. Okay, that is good. Content role. Okay, that is good. Content ID. CC. What is CC? Yeah, okay, this is good. Okay, let's see. Okay, it said cast ID. What is this cast ID? C. We have cast. Yeah, yeah, it should be ID only. We'll have to rename as cast ID. Content ID is good. Cast name is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. No. Again, there is an issue. Cast ID. Okay. It should be I. Okay. This is correct. But this is not right. Okay. Now same with the role ID. What do we have in content role? inherit column role ID. Let's see what do we have in content cast. ChatGPT seems to have forgotten, our table and column names. Cast ID, content role ID. It is okay. It is content role ID. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this has to be CC. This has to be this. Still we have role ID CC. Okay, this should be this. Content role ID. Again we have content role ID. Okay, CC. Content cast. Okay. What do we have in content cast? Content role ID. Yeah, that's what we have. So CC content cast CC dot content role ID. Let me see if there is any typo. Content role ID. Okay, this looks good. Content role ID. This is good. Where it is says inherit name. Content role ID. Okay, R dot. Yeah, maybe we can take this as content role ID. We can take this as CC dot only. Okay, it seems to be work now. Now let's see what was there for content number 10. Okay, so we have a lot of, oh god, oh, it's a Bahubali, that's why we have a lot of cast and actors entry. Okay, very good, this is very nice. So this is working, store procedures are done. Let's move to next. Now it is saying that create view models. Okay, 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 so let me create this view model in background and come back. Okay, so let me tell you what I did in the background. So I just created these VMs, create VM, language VM, content cast VM, but I had already few of them already in. Right. So what I did, I created with the name edit in between. Right. So there will be a little difference in properties and class name, but ultimately, we'll achieve the same thing. So let me show you the VMs I created. Right. So this one is the content cast edit VM. Here we need just content cast ID, name of the cast, role name and image. We don't need this role ID and cast ID, so I have commented it out, right? Then the content language edit VM, ID and just the language name, right? Then content edit VM, so basically content table details over here, right? And then the next is, since we will be displaying all these into one page and with individual sections, so I created one more content edit VM all that will have all these three VM inside as a property, right? So we'll be using this as our edit model, right? So let's move to the chat GPT now. Next, now it says that okay, controller, no, okay, over here, right? It didn't provide the repository, I repository method, but that's okay, we will create that. So let's copy this and let's copy paste it into the our content repository. So ideally it should go somewhere over here. Let me save this and let me change the name. This should be edit VM, content language edit. This should be content edit VM. This should be content cast edit VM, and ultimately this is content call all. Okay, so this is good. Now we will have to add the add this method into interface also. I think ChatGPT missed that. Let me see. This is repository method dapper. Okay. Okay, so it has not been, but let's do that. It's simple. What we need to do is just copy here and let me see if I have it open somewhere. No. So I'll go to infra. I account, sorry, not I account, I content repository. Okay, and here I'll just copy paste it. We'll have to, since this will have only body, this is not required. Public housing will not be required. Right, so we just need to keep this task, or and this is not content edit, this is content edit all, this should be right. Let me go back in the repository also. There also we'll have to correct if, yeah, this should be all. DB query. Okay, instead of DB, what do we have? We have, I think, content. Okay, we don't have DB, so we'll have to use something like this. And we will be replacing underscore DB with con. Okay, great. Con, con. Okay, what is the problem over here? Content is equal to edit VM. Okay, it is edit VM. Hmm. What is this? Oh no. Uh, okay, so let me go over here. I think I made mistake. This is all. This is good. This is VM. Okay. So this is edit. This is good. Content. Content is content VM. Oh, it should be content edit VM. Content edit VM. Now it is gone. Okay, great. So this looks good now. Now let's move to the controller method now. Let's go to ChatGPT. Okay, so we are done here. Controller. Let's say that seems quite simple. Let me copy it and let me just paste it in the edit over here. Let's say, okay, so it is rather than, what do we have as a, we will have to take this content repository, go down, content repository, get edit page. Okay, it's not, then this. Okay, this is good. Now let's the final piece, razor view. Let me copy this. Let me go to edit view. Let me copy paste this over here. Okay, so here also we will have to correct, a lot of names. Let me do that in the background. Okay, so I have corrected few names, like here it was language name, we will have to make it language. Rest looks good, but somehow I am not happy with, this, but let's see, later we will improve it. So finger crossed, let's run it and see. So I have logged in using a help desk guy, and let's see. Let's try to, add this, and let's see what is happening. Okay, so content got added. Okay, so as we have requested, ChatGPT only to display the data as of now. So we have image, we have name. Okay, this is good, this is good, and we are just displaying ID and short description, right? Okay, so this is all good, this is all good. So now ChatGPT has requested us, to, if it can generate the actual edit pages, right? So we'll do that in next video, right? So thanks for watching this video, guys. See you in the next video.